Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever the time of the day that you might be listening to this beautiful broadcast. I am your co-host, TJ So Blessed. With me, we have the honorable, the lovely, the magnificent Leah B in the building. Yeah. I'm gonna give her a clap. You know what I'm saying? Because why? She do her thing and she get right to it. Mm-hmm. This is the deep dive convo.
So, I just want to immediately dive into the deep dive conversation. Mm-hmm. And my first topic tonight is I'm so stuck on heart fulfilled things. Am I saying that correct?
Heart fulfilled things?
Yeah, heart fulfilled things. I want to ask you, how do you feel about heart fulfilled things? Like, how does that work?
Heart fulfilled?
Mm-hmm. When you work off of your heart and it's all fulfilled off of your heart. Mm-hmm. No emotion involved, none of that. It's just heart.
That's it could definitely feel like a lovely feeling. Mm-hmm. It could feel like, just a very great feeling. If you just want to, just be who you are, if that's who you are, and you just love to love and love to give and genuinely, then it's an awesome feeling to feel like that, especially when you can do it for others. Because sometimes, some people might have that feeling, but they can't do it for others. Mm-hmm. And, that's a hurtful feeling in my perspective because, there's things that you want to do for somebody, but you just can't because whatever circumstance you're in, it's like, damn, I really want to do that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't because of whatever circumstance. So, it's also a bad part to it too, because you could give so much in my perspective, and maybe the person or whatever you're giving it to, it don't necessarily just have to be a person or people. It could be like your art or your craft or whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. It could be put into that aspect as well. It could get hard because you put so much into it, and sometimes you might not get that outcome.
And I say not ask for the heart fulfilled things is that it becomes something that's free, and in this life we got to pay for everything, So when someone does it from their heart and love you genuinely from your heart or my heart or the next heart, it's for free. That's something that don't cost. For others it might cost because we don't know what everybody's been through in their life. So
Is that the cost right there? I think that might be a cost. You see what I'm saying?
Nothing's free though.
Nothing free because everything that we went through, we had to pay a price for it. Like for instance, we learned that we can't ride if our tire is messed up right on one side. We know we can't ride on that tire. Mm-hmm. So it's the same aspect. You have to like realize like, oh shit, I'm fucked up. Mm-hmm. But that could all play into the part where it's like, okay, I learned, okay, I can't ride on my tire like this. So I gotta fix it. You gotta fix your shit too. Yeah. But you could also teach that to somebody else, to teach them like, hey, you can spot that in somebody else. And like, hey bro, I spotted your tire. I don't know if you noticed or not, but you could talk to that person like, hey bro, I spotted your tire kind of fucked up. Cause maybe he didn't notice. Maybe he just driving every day getting to work, or she driving every day getting to work and not even noticing. So your hardships, could, or somebody else's hardships even could be good for you. But like I said, it's a cost behind that because you gotta pay for that tire. You feel me? You gotta pay for a new tire, but it's a cost it's the cost behind it. You like, fuck, I don't want to pay for this new tire. But this shit broke, so now I spotting somebody else. It's like, bro, you gotta pay for a new tire. Sometimes people don't want to fucking pay for a new tire. They fucking like, man, I don't got shit. I'm just gonna keep riding on this motherfucker. But then it's like, all right then, bro. But I told you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I told you. It's on the same platform, but it's like we gotta speak up. We gotta speak up to people. You know, if in the kindness aspect, and that's where that pay come from. Like, okay, I paid for my downfalls to help somebody else. Yeah. Now I have an abundance. Now I'm gonna try to spread that.
That's crazy. That's real though. That's real. Another thing that I want to talk about is being wrong or right. A lot of people in this world feel like being wrong is a bad thing. To me, in my eyes, it's just being right, because you're gonna get it right. If you're wrong, it's just being wrong is now you have to be patient with yourself, and you got to slow down and kind of think like, damn, like fuck, this is where I'm wrong, but I'm right though, because this is how I feel, but I'm wrong to others. So now I got to be compassionate to them. But in this world, I think having emotions is a dangerous game to play.
Dangerous game.
So here's the thing: what makes being wrong scary? Because people are like thinking like, if I do this, then this. Now emotions step in place. Now emotion got to make you. Emotion come with an ego. It comes with, you know. Now it comes with a territory. Boom, 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 and that's all what emotion does.
It's gonna
just
keep growing
emotion,
too.
And that's part of being wrong too, as well. Like emotion comes with wrong comes with the emotion. Right comes with gratitude, because now it's like, goddamn, I did everything correct. Like shit, I feel like a boss, you know. But I want to ask you your opinion too.
My opinion on wrong and right. My opinion on wrong and right is, it's like okay, I'm gonna always rephrase back to Thanos, because it's such a powerful message.
Thanos is off of what?
Infinity Wars or the Marvel comic books, but they recently made a movie, a couple movies, War and Endgame, or it was Endgame. I know that was the last one. Yeah. But he's the antagonist of the movie, but in his way of thinking, he wasn't the antagonist. And he was.
That's the crazy part, is that my dad told me the same thing. He was like, he not wrong.
He not wrong. In his heart,
he's not a villain.
In his heart, he really felt like he wanted to save humanity by taking half of the people out.
But that had a vision of him being wrong and right.
That's the wrong and right.
That had a vision,
because
he
everybody else,
neither or, though.
He wasn't scared of neither or,
and he never had.
He just knew.
He never had none of that. He was just solid on how he felt.
He was just solid.
He was solid, and he had a vision, and he stood by his vision. He stood by his plan. He got exactly what he wanted. But
he got everything he wanted because he didn't have no emotion. And look, this is the thing: wrong and right. It does come into people's emotions. It plays a lot into people's emotions, because something might tick somebody off and I might be wrong to somebody else, but it's not wrong. Like the way you grew up or whatever circumstance you in, that's just how you do things. That's how you operate. But some people might see it's different, and that's wrong to people. It's like, no, it's supposed to be this way. We could talk about slavery too, or not even slavery, just.
No, slavery.
Not
we was
just
watching a movie today.
Antebellum, right?
Shit, that movie had me messed up in the head.
Antebellum.
Because that shit is going on.
That shit is going on. And it's and when we was watching the movie, you pointed out that little fucking white girl. And I'm saying that
it's not even crazy like that. Though, because it is like that.
It is like that because their parents are teaching them.
I hate to bring racism, but it has everything to do with
It's not racism.
It has everything to do with wrong.
It's not racism. It's showing. It is racism in the point where they're teaching their children
how to
be like this. Like. And that's where it comes to the play where, okay, is that wrong or right? And that we could go into that too, because just like that little white girl, it was right to her.
That was right. That
was right to her.
Hey, look, if everybody can go and watch that movie for me, watch it from beginning
Antebellum,
to end, and watch it a couple of times, and don't you gotta watch.
You gotta watch it a couple of times.
Yeah, you gotta watch the movie. That's the movie you gotta watch a couple of times because there's a lot of hidden figures in there, and it's the smallest things that count in that movie.
It's the smallest things. It's the smallest things, but
especially if you're in a black community. You gotta watch that.
I feel like even if some of the white people, have questions about it, I feel like they should, look at it too, because it could give you, a little bit of deeper understanding. Because in my view, that movie was excellently displayed.
That was an excellent movie.
Excellent movie.
That movie definitely deserves a Grammy. That was one of the best movies I've seen from beginning to end. It was never a boring part.
It was never a boring part.
That was a movie that had you on all 10 toes.
It was very clear. They made it very clear their intentions in the movie. So, like, again, wrong or right. Wrong or right. And that movie definitely displays that. You're gonna see, wait, it's wrong, but in their eyes, it's right.
It's right, and I love that topic of wrong or right, because not too many people talk about wrong or right things. Not too many people talk about the right things. Not too many people talk about the wrong things.
How can we know what's right or wrong? Is it the laws or is it morals?
I think it's all part of the rules to the game. I think you got to follow the rules to the game to understand wrong or right, and that's how you gonna know if it's all a game. In this life that we live in this life that we're living today, you have to play by the rules. If you don't, you become wrong or right. You follow the rules, you be right. You don't follow the rules, you be wrong. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. There's nothing else besides that. If you get up, you go to work every day, you become doing the right person. If you get up, sleep on your ass, and do what the fuck you gotta do, but you still making money, you become a wrong person. But guess what? You still making money, but you're wrong because you're not getting up and doing as the rules taught. Everything is rules. And I think if we don't follow rules, you're gonna be hurt. You're gonna be hurt. If you don't follow the rules to the game,
like a foul, like you got you get pinned in the penalty box or something. You paying
anybody that's rich right now, they follow rules. They're going by the rules.
I think they make their own rules though.
No, they don't.
But in a certain